Hello, hi guys, welcome back to the Football Showdown channel. We are back with a new stream, Arsenal 3, Newcastle 2. But it's only pre-season, so let's not get too hyped about it. Or is it? A lot of insane performances from a bunch of players, a lot of things that have not gone Newcastle's way, a lot of banter as well, a player signing, a player that we've been begging for a while, and a lot of things to talk about in general. But let's call upon the usual panel. Uh, Aarush, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. Back to Bangalore. Same old
Yeah, yeah.
Arsenal, though.
Same old Arsenal? I do not think so because there's a lot of changes. We can definitely talk about it. So to make it more sense out of it, right? Let's just call upon our special guest today, KV and Arun. How are you guys?
Yes, guys. Thank you, Sucheet, for inviting. We appreciate it.
It's
Hey
all good,
guys,
man. It's all
hello.
yeah.
Hi Arun, nice to meet you finally.
Hey,
How are
man.
you?
Hey, good, man. Good. I see all of your tweets, and really wish to meet you. And yeah, Aarush, we spoke in the last time I was in. Yeah,
Yes.
we spoke.
Yeah.
So good.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. We'll take in few initial comments from the chat, which is surprising and nice to see, by the way. Welcome, Dr. Vivek. How are you? The turn and run and shot. Did I just see the next big thing? We'll see. This is a government office late. Okay. Nathan, how are you, Brian? I hope you're subscribed and yeah, welcome on the journey. Still, our attacking patterns are predictable. Fairs, you are right. In some ways, yeah, it is predictable, but again, we'll come to that. We'll come to that. Ainsley, how are you, man? Yeah, Gyokeres is here. Do let us know regarding Barca bit because we are kind of interested because of the fact that Rashford has gone to Barca, so it is an interesting watch as well. So do let us know what you think about that. Ishan, welcome, man. How are you? Is Joelinton football or a rugby player? By the way, Mr. Sarwin, were you able to go for the match? Because I think you're from either. Is he from Malaysia or Singapore? I'm not sure where, but were you able to go
He's
for the match?
probably
If
from
you had
Malaysia.
okay, okay. I might be getting it wrong, but yeah. But yeah. Okay, that's what the chat thinks. They're ready to talk about Max Dowman. They're ready to talk regarding Newcastle. Let's just take initial reactions from you guys. We'll start with Arun. Bro. What do you think?
Yeah, oh my God. Like in my last video that we did in our channel, I was kind of in a skeptical in a positive way. Like, should we involve a 15-year-old guy in like a professional, like we do for professional games? And then after I watched this game, before he came on, I was like, I tweeted like I don't want Dowman near anywhere near these Newcastle thugs, bro. They're not football players, bro. I can say that they're just literal thugs and criminals for sure. And that midfield, it's just criminal, full criminals. And then I see Dowman there, and I was very scared because he's a 15-year-old against these bullies can be really quite frightening. But man, that run from the first run from him, like I was so excited. Like, no, this guy's ready. His touch, the way he touches the ball, the first, he receives the ball and just goes to the run. I was like, bro, this is the guy. I'm very surprised though. Like we just yeah, a couple of people also commented that we just spawned out Vanieri, MLS, and Dowman in a span of what 18 months, which is a very huge shout out to the academy, Mertesacker, whoever is behind the progression. And yeah, very excited by the way. But yeah, I hope everyone has their opinion. We'll discuss more on it.
Sure, definitely. KV, before we come back to you, right? To the concurrent viewers out there, thank you so much. Presently, there are like 14 to 16 people fluctuating. All I just need from you guys is that you guys like this stream. We're trying to hit the 15 likes target. We'll get to 16, we'll get to 15, and after that, you do whatever you want. You don't like the stream, also, it's fine. Just get it to 15 likes. We're trying to make sure that this stream is pushed by the YouTube algorithms so that we can get more uh, people to like join in build this community for all the people out there. Okay, just 15 likes, and after that, you don't like the stream, also, it's fine. Enjoy the stream. KV, initial reaction.
So basically, there are two kinds of Brazilians in this world. Uh, the first type is like Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Kaká, Blair, Magic with the ball. And then there is Joe Linton. Um, Joe Linton seems like he's a Brazilian immigrant who crossed the border from Colombia, got hired by those Brazilian people who kidnapped tourists, and then eventually found his way into the Premier League. Uh, to immediately attack a 15-year-old, and as how Dr. Vivek is saying, the commentator was a little bit immature in saying "Welcome to the jungle." I feel I feel players like Joe Linton remind me of Roy Keane esque kind of players who, no matter who you are, if you're on the pitch, get ready because it's going to come. And he is physically very bullish, and we all know that about Joe Linton. And not just Joe Linton. I feel that the entire Newcastle midfield, including Sandro Tonali, but Sandro Tonali is different because he feels he has a lot more technique. He has a lot more skill.
Yes.
Joe Linton is a pure tank, and he will bully you. However, I got to say that I'm happy that we got to see this game now. I was worried that we might get a couple of players knocked up, injured, especially before going to Hong Kong, especially before coming back to the Emirates, playing in the Emirates Cup, and obviously before starting the Premier League. When Saka went down, when Calafiori went down, when Dowman went down, me and the rest of the chat, we were just like, we were stressing. We were stressing and we were pulling our hair and we were like, this is exactly what I was worried about that is going to happen. But the good news is, no matter how intense this game was, we saw through it. There were obviously a lot of cons. There were a lot of negatives that I could pick up from the game, especially the kind of shaky start that we had. It felt like we were just taking it too easy, and Newcastle were up and ready to jump at us. So after a while, once we settled into the game, I think we were able to dictate play. I think a couple of mistakes were made here and there, especially when it comes to man marking. I felt there was a big mistake. In fact, I think the first goal, I felt that Ben White was completely out of position. I don't know what the hell he was doing, marking Pranali in the center of the pitch, got turned around, and then it was way too simple. I felt Newcastle were good because each and every single pass that they made, especially in the first half, was forward. All their runs were moving forward, all their passes were moving forward, and they were able to easily find space in our defense. So yeah, I felt once we were able to shake that off, the initial blitzkrieg or whatever you want to call it, we were able to dictate play. Moving on after that, I felt that the who was the guy who scored the goal? Was it Jacob Murphy? I
Jacob
think it was.
Murphy.
So
And
I felt that goal was because nobody was actually blocking his shot. I felt it was a little bit too easy, and I think that was something that needs to be worked out. So yeah, that is my initial reaction.
Good, good, good. We'll take in a few more comments and we'll come to Arun. Cool. Yeah, Dr. Vivek says that fan code commentator was a hater, by the way. While Joelinton punched Dowman, he said, "Welcome to the jungle." So, okay, I was not aware of this. Okay,
Yeah, we were there.
okay, okay. Calafiori injury. Okay, there is an update. We'll take in the comment. The comment had an update as well for that. Do you think Max and Ethan are more suited to playing on the wings as compared to playing in the midfield three? Good. We'll come to this bit as well. You just take initial reaction. We'll come back to this. Don't worry. Don't worry. Joelinton is hung up that he couldn't succeed as a striker. Now he now takes it on opposition players. He has a drinking problem. I know it. Okay. By the way, welcome Viktor Gyokeres back to the Arsenal. I hope you have a good time at the Arsenal. Respect Colombia, who produce talents like Falcao and James. Fair enough. Fair enough. This I honestly felt, right? Because you guys were like talking about like how all the faults were like coming in. I felt the referee was not good enough to handle the situation. That's what I thought. That you
it's
you
like
know,
I felt the referee was not that experienced referee because it's in Singapore as well. So they're not
Hmm.
like the A-tier referees, so maybe got intimidated by the players.
yeah. Uh, okay. Also, I agree with Jolinton. If you are on the field, you're playing as equal. You don't get special treatment if you're 50. But what happened today, it was good prep for the Premier League season. Yeah. Low key, I agree with this. I just didn't want to say it because it might sound a little bit, how do you say, less empathetic to the youngster who's trying to make his mark. So that's why I did say it. But yeah, I kind of agree with this, to be honest. Saliba got straight to the tunnel after being subbed. Yeah, he's another player who was holding his face and all that after getting hit by a Newcastle player, if I'm not wrong. A game full of positives, except Merino proving that he's incapable of backing up Rice directly, and Arteta has to profile him differently. Hmm. I guess to
He's a
Arteta and
born
Calafiori.
striker. Yeah. Marino is a born striker, bro. Like you can't just score like that without you
Do
have
you, th-
That
having that.
do you,
that finish was so clinical, so calm. It
Yeah,
was. I think Marino is more comfortable scoring goals than he is
definitely.
in a holding role.
Mhm.
hmm. Do you think he's like a Kovacic kind of player? No, not Kovacic. Remember the Chelsea guy, dude? I forgot the left back. I forgot. Just 2 3 seasons back he was there. I forgot his name.
Chilwell.
No, 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 no. His dad was also a baller. I think he was from Madrid itself, if I'm not wrong. Basically, like whenever he used to score a goal, it
Christensen.
was like no, no. Whenever he used to score a goal, it was like very striker-esque kind of finish. I forgot. He scored like a near post finish and to the roof of the
Oh yeah,
goalpost.
Alonso. Is it
Yeah,
Alonso?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Alonso.
yeah. Yeah, Alonso, yeah, yeah. Do you think Marino's like that? Like misprofiled and like something just changed into midfield?
Hmm. Not really,
Um,
but the
I
instincts
don't.
in front of goal just show that how
Hmm,
good he is. So I
hmm,
think in that sense,
hmm,
the role he played today was a proper misfit, like the comment
hmm,
also said. But
hmm,
I think he brings something in terms of having that body right there. And there is a reason why he was played today. The reason was basically Newcastle's physicalness and that midfield
hmm,
that they had. So I think
hmm,
in that sense, for games like these, I think he's a perfect guy who can actually match up the physical prowess that another side would bring. He would run the pitch as well. He's very
hmm,
good at pressing, in which we saw today as well, because Newcastle were trying to build from the back a lot. In those sense, he's good. He matched up with a clinical goal as well. So I think all of that paves down the full intricateness of what we would want from a, yeah.
yeah. So this is the update on Call of Duty. He felt something. I don't know how big it is. Hopefully nothing serious. He was pretty good today. Yeah, he was honestly very good. Odegaard was also looking good. Actually, pretty good. Fair enough. Okay. I think the rest of it is like okay. Veneri is a pure midfielder. Played well today. He we should develop Veneri in the midfield. Calafiori and Tomiyasu both are from Bologna, both getting injured easily. Yep. Serious commentators said the same. Tagri being celebrated as a welcome jungle. Oh, okay. Okay. Marley Simon, how was he? Because I was fully frozen on fair enough. We'll talk about all of that. Rest of the comments we'll take it. Arish, I want you to answer this one. Yeah. If you could sum up the game as your first reaction, how would it be?
I would say it was a typical Arsenal versus Newcastle United. I'm not the biggest of fan of facing Premier League clubs in preseason. Why? Because these are sides that we're going to compete for the Champions League for the major titles. So it's not the best idea to play against them. We won. We did good. I think it was a game where we managed to put enough control in the final third, but had our own set of weaknesses in terms of the transitions that KV also mentioned, how we had spaces left and the left hand side in particular, we didn't know who was marking whom and stuff like that. So in that sense, that was one of it. Typical in another sense that we've considered two another low XG chances. The first transition that they pull up, we've considered that. A shot out of nowhere from Jacob Murphy, we concede that. So yeah, things haven't changed in that sense. but we are doing decently well in order to actually. We did decently well to turn the fixture around in terms of those two quick goals from 33 to 35. I think Havertz for those goals was key. We did well apart from that. I don't have anything more to say to sum up the game in terms of how well we were drilled in mitigating the chances, I'd say.
Cool. To the 22 concurrent viewers, we are at 11 likes. If you could get it to 15, after that you do whatever you want. But I just wanted to get it to 15 likes. That's all I'm asking, please. 22 concurrent views. I hope you subscribe and keep liking the stream as much as possible. And I hope you enjoy the stream as well. Uh, Kepa looked better than Raya at shortstop. Uh, Kepa had point blank kind of saves, whereas Raya had bunch of those wide saves. Those are like very like yeah. Go on, Kevin. What do you think?
I mean, I don't know. I wanted to ask the panel and the chat. Do you guys feel that Kepa is a defensive goalkeeper and Raya is an attacking goalkeeper? Is that something that exists in football these days? Because Raya, as we know, is very comfortable in distributing the ball, and basically that happens when Arsenal are looking to create chances, move forward, take advantage of the space that we have. However, Kepa, at the same time, I don't feel that he is a ball distributor. I feel he is good at making saves. He made an amazing save from the number 30 Ashby, what his name was, I forgot. He made a fantastic save uh, uh, like late in the game and stuff. So I feel that, I mean, I don't know, it's modern football. New positions might be created from 20 years from now. We don't know what positions are going to be existing. Maybe there will be some new modern football innovation happening. But I felt that Kepa is a good shot stopper. He does not look to distribute, and I feel he seems like more of a defensive minded goalkeeper. Like when you're getting a lot of attacks. Because do you see that goal against Jacob Murphy? When there was no one blocking the shot, it was so easy from 25 yards out to hit a grounded shot, and no matter Raya's best effort, it still found the back of the net, which was a little bit surprising to me. So I felt in Arteta's mind, I don't know. I mean, I'm just thinking. I actually started like I wanted to ask you guys that is it possible that this kind of a system and this kind of a position exists or mindset?
I think this is a phenomenon. There is a term for this. One is the one offensive goalkeeper, one is a defensive goalkeeper. It is more
Okay.
so to do with their distribution, not their saves, though. So that is something to keep in order. But yeah, I agree with whatever you said in terms of how Kepa approached the game, in terms of how Raya approached the game, how he could have done better there. How I think the the thing that he lacks the most in terms of go shot stopping is not even his height that people want to actually hit on every time. It's his positioning as a keeper. And steps like slightly to the left, to the right can actually benefit him from actually saving goals because obviously he's not blessed with the height. He has elite talent with his goalkeeping. But those are things that he needs to work on himself, and Kepa showed it today.
I have a bit different, because I won't like pick on that actually most for me because I felt like so there was some space, too much space for Murphy and space and time for Murphy to hit that shot. I felt like Merino was not tracking there enough, so I don't want to nick and pick too much because this was supposed to be a friendly match, and this is supposed to we're supposed to try out new tactics and everything. But Newcastle first half on only they were on their 100% intensity and physicality, and we were I thought I when I saw the first half we were not on that full 100%. We just wanted to just control and everything, but then once they started having that physical game, that's when I think then we started to up our intensity and everything. Then we started controlling and dominating and everything. But again, I felt like Marino in that left eight position left a bit of space for Murphy if you are being really picking the issue. So I won't be blaming completely on Raya on that because that's a good shot as well, man. Because it's a blind shot. You don't see what's happening on the other side as well. So yeah,
And
that's
the
my
ball
opinion.
deflected as well, I think, slight bit.
Yeah, so That's my.
Okay. So, one small request in the chat, okay? So we'll try and break down the game as little as possible, like into like small bits. If you're bringing in the comments regarding the topics that we're going to discuss about, I will definitely bring it up. If I don't regarding that specific topic, it's my fault. But if you're going to bring in comments regarding something else that we already discussed prior, or we're yet to discuss, I will have to skip them or probably bring them up later on. So try and bring up your ideas or your thoughts regarding the topic that we're discussing right now, so that you and I don't miss out, or we are basically in sync. That's what I'm trying to say. Hmm. Okay. Arsenal's performance, we start with there because Newcastle honestly looked, they're just trying to run. They just look like a bunch of athletes trying to get a good cardio session. They didn't look like somebody who wants to score a goal, right? So we just talk from an Arsenal perspective. We'll start with our attackers. What did you guys think about Kai Havertz? We'll start with Arun. Arun, what do you think about Kai Havertz? How was he?
Maybe.
Yeah, so how did you think about Kai Havertz's performance today?
You're asking me or KV? I thought you were asking KV.
No, I said Arun.
Okay. Kai Havertz. So my thing about Kai Havertz is I know he has all these metrics to himself. Every data and everything is in favor of Kai Havertz. You know, right? Yeah, when we talk about that kind of stuff, I think Kai Havertz is that guy. But time after time, I'm just not getting why his decision making is not proper. Every couple of chances, he not like one on one, but he could have some of the chances he could have squared it like on the ground. He just lofted it across. All those some of the frustrating moves he gives me. That's the point. Everything else in the air when Raya does that ball high ball situation and everything, he wins everything in the air. All those kind of things he's really good at. But the thing is, we need our striker to score as well. That's what we need. We lack at the moment. And he was okay today. I won't give him like really good. I won't say he was really good. It's like good assist for the first Marino finish. It was a nice cut. And then the second one, which the own goal was from him as well. But overall, when you think about it, I don't remember any Kai Havertz moments. Basically, that's my. If I am not wrong, I can't remember the significant. So if I say for Dowman, we know we have couple of moments already in our heads already, and even for Odegaard also, I can remember the shot from Odegaard was a good one. So with Kai Havertz, I can't get that thing there. So it's very confusing for me, but at the same time, is he has all these box dominator metrics with him, so it's a bit confusing for me. So let's see. I just wanted to see how he's gonna how Arteta is gonna line up with Gyokeres now. So yeah, for today's match for Kai Havertz first has been a bit 6-7 for me. That's it.
Correct. Okay. So Dr. Vivek, no, Arun bhai, I disagree here, bro. I saw the match and Kai was so good. 2 assists. I love him already. And as a second striker position, that cross and that assist to Merino. Yeah. So this second striker thing is something I think we'll see more constantly with Gyokeres being the striker. That's what we think. We will have to come to that. Okay, we'll come. You want to talk about this comment or like you have your reaction?
No, I like what Arun said and what Dr. Vivek is saying. Two sides of like I think Kai Havertz gets a bad rep because you rarely see him with the ball too much. He is up front alone, and the reason why we comment about Dowman, Odegaard, Rice, Zubimendi, and all these other midfielders is because they have the ball with them so many times. And Kai Havertz is more of he's kind of in a shadow role where it's just that one touch that is required from him inside the box, and what he does with that is everything. I think that is what happened today. I think that is what has happened in the past. Also, another thing I wanted to touch on, this is actually a compliment of Kai Havertz, is that that's his role. His role is not to be doing a Rabona or rainbowing over people and stuff like that. He's just not that kind of player. He doesn't have that flair. He's he's German. Germans get a job, you do that job. You're like, Vorsprung, technique. Simple, one touch, two touch, get the job done. That's it. And I think Kai Havertz is that kind of a player. Or like today for the Marino assist, fantastic. Just simple, put it out with your back heel, Marino, easy goal. And Havertz probably created that goal because that is what was required in the situation. But it wasn't as, oh my god, wow, look at Kai Havertz, what he's done. If somebody else had probably done that, like how Dowman had that run, and we all were like, wow, that's amazing. But that is Dowman's role. It's a difficult thing to do. That is why he's touted as such a big player. But I feel that Kai Havertz, I feel that his story at Arsenal is obviously not yet over, and I feel that in the coming season he will have a role to play in this Arsenal squad, even though Gyokeres is here. Gyokeres is a different kind of player. Kai Havertz is a different kind of player. And the reason why I feel that he's bulked up and improved his physical is because he recognizes that, and he recognizes that his job is not to provide goals. His job is to provide more assists in the final third. I just feel that way.
Uh, I completely agree with this because, yeah, the second striker role, I think many people are yet to like properly understand because there were glimpses of that when Jesus was there, but we didn't get to see that in long periods. That is what people might be forgetting. I don't know, but I think we'll definitely see more of that once Joker also play, hopefully against Spurs also. Who knows? Ainsley, bulk Havertz, Aarush bro said he could. Absolutely, absolutely. Uh, I need Kai Havertz diet plan. Oh, we all do. We all do. Yeah, he looked better with his overall play than last season, although I haven't seen him have any shots or chances inside the box except the one header. Fair enough. Right, look, Max. Yeah, he really did. Especially, yeah, the different thing, but yeah. I don't think Havertz is a striker. I don't have that feel when Kai is in striker's position. We all experience that feel when a top striker plays like Haaland. It's like we feel some fear, fear, go- fear, goal आएगा. Fair enough. Victor's, bro, he gave two assists. How only 7 out of 10. I think because two assists, it is the 7 out of 10. Maybe if he scored, it could probably be more. Who knows? Do you agree, Arun? Bro? Like,
No, no, I was just judging on the performance. Like, just again, two assists. You
mm,
know,
mm.
Someone said, even Busquets gave a assist for Messi for that semi-final Real Madrid goal second, so we can't just
Mhm.
again, that's the problem with assists. I'm not telling that kind of, but I'm not
Mm,
criticizing Havertz.
mm,
I always love when Kai Havertz scores. It's a different feel when Havertz scores.
mm,
I don't know for some reason, but
Mhm.
but the reason because I didn't feel him performing over something, or I didn't feel like it was underwhelming. Just an
mm.
average performance for me. That's the only reason. Yeah.
Yep. Uh, okay, no, no. In my opinion, we play more intense plus transitional after integrating Viktor Gyokeres as Arteta improved depth too. Yeah, highly possible. Uh, Isak to Liverpool soon, Diaz to Bayern done. Yeah, a lot of news regarding that has come. Obviously, our Liverpool bros will come up. Hey, Cristiano, Luis Diaz to Bayern for 80 million euros. Here we go. Yep. We got a David Einstein thing as well. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I will definitely watch. At least I will be watching that. So I'm obviously not a watch along, but I'll definitely be watching it. That's for sure. Already done. Yeah, Kai has just upped his pace by a bit, I guess, and that cross is better than any cross. Oh, okay. Based on what I saw, play Havertz on the left, and he can come inside like a second striker because our left wing is as dead as a body in CS. Uh, Arch Prasad pass to box, no one is there. I think Jokeres would have tapped in. I think Kai will play good in 4-4-2 with Jokeres in two. Jokeres will play more and will be the main man to lead the line. Yeah, we can see that. Anything else that I know? Okay. Yeah. So what did you think regarding this, Arush? Did you think like Kai Havertz has like see? So last stream, Arun, bro, just make a recap. So last stream, we spoke. I mean, at least I said that Kai Havertz didn't have an output, but it looked like he was doing everything that a second striker does, like get the ball and try to lay it off to like players right on the wings or like something forward. That's what I felt. But again, there was no output to even like to show that okay, he did that. But now that we saw glimpses of that, uh, I felt he was starting to get into that second striker role. I thought there could be progress regarding that. Or if we have something different regarding that, or do you want to expand regarding that thought?
I think the major comparison between the two performances was this game, Havertz was asked to do a lot outside the box. Last game, it was more of him being that target man profile, but this game, he was linking up play much more. We saw it with the assist. I think that was brilliant from him, the understanding of spaces. And I think Marino made it look simple as well. Um, what I'd like to say, apart from what's already been said, is I think the physical that he's bulked up now, I think that was one of his biggest criticisms last season as to as to how this how easily he would fall to ground. And I think with him physically improving in that sense, I think he's looking much bigger than he already was. Height, he already had it. Aerial presence is being shown even more now. And I think he's able to actually get that get that upper hand over even the most physical center backs. Although they weren't the most physical center backs today, the game against AC Milan did show that. I think his pressing has also matched up to whatever Arsenal are trying to do this in the last two games as well. So I think for him to be a good option in order to create space for someone like Viktor Gyokeres over time, I think it's a good fit for him as a second striker because I don't really see him as a center forward. So yeah, you don't get the feel of him being the guy who'll score goals or he'll make the difference, but the minimal things that he does is equal to making openings for other players. So I think that is just as equal to what it is for a goal scorer to be. And the two assists that he provided today were very crucial.
Cool. I guess that there's nothing much regarding Kai Havertz that you could add more. Let's just get into the next bit of it. The left wing situation. Lot of links have happened, right? Because let's just start off with this one. Where is the comment that says? Okay, basically, Arsenal have been linked with Rafael. People, a lot of Rafael fans who have been underground because Arsenal have not been linked with him have come out of their own happiness that, oh, Rafael has been linked to Arsenal finally. There's links with Eberezi, Eze as well. There's even Rodrygo as well, right? Because next week I want to talk about the left wing situation in Arsenal, which I don't think is it's just bad. Forget good, it's just bad. Because we can take in comments regarding that as well. Bro, we need new left wing. Sorry, Martinelli and Prasad aren't it. Leo is right there. Can stretch and cut in whenever we want. Good at crossing, pacey ball striking. He needs to be awakened by Ranjar. Who knows? I remember, KV, this is for you. KV, you guys said about two types of Brazilians earlier. There's also a third type of Brazilian called Martinelli, who thinks can play as a left wing inverted imposter wearing an Arsenal jersey. Ooh. Okay.
The that I you know what again, I'm not, I won't completely agree
Mm,
with that, because this is the decision of the manager to play him on the left wing consistently, and we have
mm,
seen him, we play him on the as a CF role as well, and we have seen how good he plays as a CF as well. I don't know why still, I just can't understand why we are still making him on the left wing, even though we know he doesn't dribble like how a left winger should do. So it's just the diss on Martinelli. I won't take that actually, because he is a bit more of a central forward more than a left winger. So it has to be on Arteta also.
I mean,
I
if
feel
you've started just before you
sorry. Go.
say KV, if you've started about left wingers, it was Trossard who started the game. Why aren't we hearing stuff about him first? That dude had one good pass in the whole game, managed to dribble once from like 3 to 4 attempts versus Trippier, who is already 50 years old. And I don't think he's going to make a difference in that regard for his clutch genes, because if you can't turn up when the game is right open there, you need to break open the game. You aren't giving enough as a left winger. who is supposed to be a primary left winger. So Trossard, for giving the 70 plus minutes that he played, I don't think so he warranted the 70 minutes. But we didn't have an option as well. So I think this is where Madueke comes in, to be honest, because the directness that he brings from that side, at least being a left-footed player, he can play that touchline role, bring in crosses that we value a lot. So that is going to be a good new fresh air for all of us. But that left wing stinks for us at the moment.
Uh,
Yeah.
okay. I'll take a few more comments and we'll come to our discussion. Cool? Sorry. If we don't sell Martinelli, we will have front three of Saka, Gyokeres, and Dolly Chai. What? What? Okay. I am Arjun. Okay, this is my straight joke. Welcome, buddy. I don't know what to say, but fair enough. Uh, if only if Max Dowman was right-footed, he would have benefited greatly on the left-hand side. Fair, right. Welcome, Ayush Lala. How are you, sir? I hope you're doing well. I know why you are here. I know the news that has broken out. I'm very well aware of your situation. Congratulations to Liverpool on winning the next title. Actually, you guys should be winning the sextuple or the quadruple or whatever trophies are out there with the kind of attacking attacker that you guys are having. You guys better do the quadruple at least minimum, guaranteed. Yeah. Rafaelio will perform in big games. Okay, we've been waiting for this big game performance for a while. If he had done, probably we'll hear it by now. But after
I
Milan
think
winning
Liverpool
the
was
yeah,
a big game and he performed against them. So Arsenal are a
yeah,
small team and he couldn't perform against them. So it's quite
true, true.
obvious.
Fair enough, fair enough. But he says, I don't know about you, but Martinelli just looks like he isn't interested to be here anymore. Heads down and seeing that with Rashford and Kudus. Oh, okay. Trossard better than Martinelli, to be honest, as in. I don't know. I will love Leo. Like all good rices needs a Portuguese chicken curry. By the way, guys, Martinelli isn't a left wing. He needs to be more centrally. Yeah. Trossard was dominated by Trippier. We need Noni. Okay. Okay. Questions for you, KV. Martinelli as a left winger or more centrally, and would you prefer Noni to be the left wing option or this tricky right wing for you?
Okay. So, from what I've seen from Noni, I'll comment on him second. First, I'll talk about Martinelli in the context of this question. I feel the difference between most modern day Brazilians and the Brazilians of the past is that they don't have their heads up anymore. They're always looking down. In the last when when we played Liverpool last game, not last game, last season at Anfield when we were 2-0 down, Martinelli had this very good opportunity one on one against Allison, where he was central. He had everything. It was just him and Allison. And the problem with Martinelli was even when he was finishing, you're supposed to be looking at the goalkeeper. You're supposed to be trying to defeat the goalkeeper because you're one on one with him. You're supposed to try and defeat him. You should know where the ball is at your feet. I think that is a big flaw or a big miss in Martinelli's game, that he's always looking at the ball most of the time. Now he does have good ability. I have seen him perform really well. He is a workhorse. We know that stamina. We don't have to discuss about that anymore. He does have those qualities. The qualities that he lacks is, um, most good footballers don't worry about the ball. They worry about the players. Most great footballers you'll see are always looking left, right. They're always trying to see who is close to them, who is not. The vision and the intelligence is much required in the modern day game. I mean, even if you look at Mo Salah for that matter, Mo Salah gets the ball, looks up, and then decides what moves he's going to make. That is a very good quality in his game. And other great, like, if you want to talk about Vinicius Junior also, I feel Vinicius Junior also has this problem. I think he's too stuck in his head. That is why he sometimes lacks. Mbappe's finishing is very static. Usually, he's just hitting with power and hitting it straight at the goalkeeper. So I feel that Martinelli has these problems where even if he is in a center forward role, there's just no guarantee that he's going to finish. 9 out of 10 times. I mean, I would still give him 6.5 out of 10, even in the center forward role. Moving on to Noni Madueke. From what I've seen from Noni Madueke, his biggest, the most supporting statistic that he has is his touches inside the box. What that technically means is that he has the ability to get himself in a good position, but he hasn't been able to convert on his own or been able to supply on his own from those positions. So his final product, his final, like you're solving a maths problem, right? And you get to the second, third, last step, and then you fumble. That is where Madueke needs to improve. Like if I'm trying to give an analogy of what is missing. So I feel Martinelli, like I was in the previous stream, I said I really hope Martinelli improves and Martinelli gets better. But time and time, I'm just seeing the same from him. It's like again, again you're writing the paper, again the same problem, again at the third and fourth step you're missing out. So with Madueke, it's just you're trying a new player and you're hoping that he does better. I feel that is the difference between the two, and it just gives us this extra option, if anything else.
Yeah, we'll take a few more comments and then we'll come back to our.
Sorry,
Uh,
I mentioned maths in football. I am ashamed of myself.
I mean, stats is maths, right? For all the
Yeah, well,
tacticals, for XG,
technically, yeah.
XA, what is it? Metrics. It's all maths. Yeah, apart from that, Noni isn't playing a single preseason. That is because he had to go on a mandatory 21-day vacation after FIFA Club World Cup. He might be back. No, not he might. He will be back for the two preseason games that we play at the Emirates. So we should be hearing very soon about it. But I think Arteta also said in his press conference that Madueke wants to come back very soon. It's just Arsenal are forcing him to take that vacation. So we don't know what the truth, but that's what we know for sure that he'll be back for the preseason games that we play at the Emirates. That's for sure. मालिक इतना कच्चा हो गया है तो एक लिया बी ले लो uh, Arush, do you want to answer this?
Lala speaking about beauty and all, bro. Lala aura forming on his streams every day, bro.
Yeah, Leao took AC Milan to yeah. See, uh, bro, we all know the Leao talent. It is undeniably insane. At least my concern is his inconsistency. That is all I'm saying. I have no doubts regarding his talent. He's a super talent. He can like literally do anything and everything possible. Probably he's physically even better than Nico Williams and can definitely finish better than Nico Williams, 200% sure. But his consistency is lacking. That is all I'm crying for. See, if we get him, I would hope for the best. If we don't get him, I'm not like too worried also because if we can get like an essay who we know who's been consistent, at least in Premier League, who we have been seeing for the last 3-4 seasons, at least it's guaranteed that at least in Premier League definitely will have a consistent player. That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking regarding talent. Talent is insane. There's no denial about it. Guys, if Liverpool go get see Liverpool are buying attackers. I mean, buying Isak or somebody after Hugo Ekitike is a big like what? I mean, like it's great. It's like FIFA, but like I mean, it's their own conundrum to like worry about. Nothing for us. Luis Dia, yeah, I'll answer that. Martinelli in left wing of Saudi. Yeah, even McTominay performed in Syria. EPL is different. Hmm. See, I have so McTominay was starting to do well for Manchester United. United were like, chuck it, it's fine. We go cash in the money. That's what I think. Do you guys agree with this, or do you guys have like different thoughts?
That was misprofiling of a different,
Mm,
complete different sort. It was not about McTominay not having a talent in the Premier League and then
mm,
he performed at Serie A. I think it's the platforming that was much better in his
mm,
side because the talent was obviously always there, in front of
mm,
goal
mm, mm.
especially.
Yes, yeah. Uh, yeah. If Felix is getting sold for 50 million, we should definitely sell it. That's what I think too. Also, for a start, is that I do want Martinelli to go to a European club than Saudi. It's the soft spot in me, but Again, if Saudi comes with 80 million, I don't think the club or majority of the fans is like, no, 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 we should wait for Europe. Yeah, it's whatever.
I
Yeah.
don't think we do well, or we deal with Saudi club too much as well, because it's when with regards to Chelsea, they have a much more good relations with
Mm.
Saudi and all, so it's easy for them to
Oh, just to add to your point, sorry to cut you off. Somewhere, I read that even some of the Saudi investment
yeah.
thing is an investment in Clear Lake as well. That is why they're able to get this thing, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, basically, I don't know if someone gets offended by, but I just feel Chelsea are doing this money laundering thing here, but yeah. Anyway, I don't know if it's a it's an issue with our sales issue, or they are
Uh,
so good at sales. I would say they're
mm,
good at sales also, because they did that Havertz for 65 million and
mm,
Madueke 52 million. That's a great sale, actually, I would say.
mm,
But other these sales to Saudi and all is like very inflating
mm.
things. See, but I don't see us dealing with Saudi for Martinelli and all. And if we do, fair enough. We'll see.
And we got almost like what 30 million bids for Trossard last season, but we couldn't take it because it was like last year. So you see, the most patient positions, Liao and Gabby are. Yeah. Okay, okay, I think Trossard and Gabby. That's what you meant. The more I'm convinced we need Liao more than Rodrygo. Raw pace beater man every time we put. Ah, here we go, guys. This could be a conversation that will blast. Company was blowing up our ass regarding Sami, but now he's buying Diaz for 80 million, but won't buy this soon for 20 million. Yeah. Fair enough. Uh, so this was a big joke regarding Xavi for India. So apparently, a dude from VIT Vellore has applied for this using all the fake things.
Bro, even I
Um,
have applied for it, but it just doesn't come for the 180 top this thing that they scrutinize to be this thing.
hmm.
Lot of people, bro. It was open for anyone and everyone to. Bro, imagine putting a
Yeah,
Indian national team CV for on your Twitter. So like, yeah, this is the link. Just
embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
Dude, I mean, the Indian Football Federation is just so clueless. I once in Bangalore, there used to be this club called HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, and they used to play close to Garuda Mall. They had their stadium, okay, and I used to have my house there. One day, I wondered. I just walked in and I said, you know what, I want to play for you guys. So he says, okay, and he was a little bit taken aback. Then he says, okay, you know what? There's Austin Town. There's this coach. Go see him. Go train there, and if he says, then you can come in. So I went to Austin Town and then I started training with the team. And
No.
it was as easy as that. All you need to do is just walk into the stadium, tell them I want to play, and like, okay, the coaching is going on there. You go there and you tell coach I've sent you. I like, okay, I'll go there. I went there. I started playing with them. It was crazy.
Easy.
I didn't
Football is
obviously I never played for the club, but I was training with the team. It was just insane.
that's what
You're
you
mute.
you're mute. You
Yeah, it would be insane. Yeah. Yes, HAL is a super division. Yep, yep. Not to deviate. Yeah, okay. So what do you guys? So what are you saying? He has good attributes, but doesn't have the attributes a good attacker supposed to have. That's my point exactly. We can't put him in attack just because he's a runner. Fair enough. Fair enough. I get the frustration. I'm not kidding. See, the only thing that I can't fully, wholeheartedly say it is because of the soft spot that I have. But I do have the frustration, or I share a similar frustration with you guys. That if we've been giving him chances, but he's not finishing, or it just looks like whenever he's there on the pitch and he's isolated, it kind of becomes that he's not able to create by himself. So, yeah, KV seems more analytical and it makes sense, but on the words and strategy of Berta, this summer is about intangibles and references given by those close to Madueke and Gyokeres. Hmm.
First time someone
SJ
has said
plus
I'm
Leo.
analytical.
Is this
Thank you.
welcome, KV. SJ plus Leo. Who knows? Who knows? Who's this guy? I don't know who this is. Arun, do you know him?
Oh yeah, this is the guy who's attending
Bot,
the stream
bot.
from train.
Ah, welcome, Parth. Just like that Spurs got done by Forest and Oh, are you guys aware of the drama that is happening?
Yo, man,
Uh,
that guy, the owner is is a badass man. He's an absolute
mhm.
badass. Can't lie.
Yes, yes.
It's,
Guys, can any one of you tell? Okay, again, our socials are there in the description. Do check it out. Reach out to me or Arush. We will help you off
Or
camera.
speak
Do not
to Ajay Bhai. Speak to Ajay Bhai if you want a Roma jersey.
best. Hmm.
Yeah, actually.
You can ask him for a giveaway. Not just me. You ask him for
He
a
was
giveaway.
doing it. He was doing a Roma jersey giveaway. I applied for it also. I don't think I won.
Missed opportunity.
uh, PIF main and major. Okay, this is the Saudi one that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I started this.
MGW is the latest Fabrizio here. We that it's wait, Felix is the generation G Morata. Fair enough.
Good shot.
What do you think about reports saying Rodrygo camp demanding private jet? What?
I
I
don't
think
know.
Everybody,
it's
all footballers get a private jet, man. I mean, it's like
uh, I think it's the demands that Rodrigo wants. With when we spoke to his camp, I guess that's it's very huge wages and stuff.
I don't really think we even spoke to his camp
I don't know. Like
in
I
order.
was just hearing the rumors.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Maybe
Uh, so who? Okay, no, none of us are. He was there in a stream two, three,
Three
four streams
streams back.
back. Yeah, three streams back. He is a Hari Dev who came on the stream and gave us a lot of insights regarding Arsenal transfers and all of that. None of us are. Yeah. KB is like, मेरी selection हो गई मेरी uh, Ambani moved to cool. Okay. Now this is a nice way to like segue into the defenders that we had today. Calafuri injured, I think. Okay. Before we come there, what do you guys think about Calafuri at LCB? I know where Aarush will go with this because he wanted this situation to happen where Calafuri is at LCB at Arsenal, but we'll go with KB. KB, what did you think of the performance from Calafuri as a left-footed centre back in some Magalhaes?
Well, I think it was for most part from when he was on the pitch, it was a little bit similar to how it was before. I felt that in the initial stages, I think I think communication was a little bit off. I think the decision making was, I like I said, the starting of the game was a little bit shaky, and then as gradually we settled down, we started playing better. I really don't have a comprehensive analysis on Calafiori's performance because he wasn't like like he was. At what time did he get injured? I didn't write it
Just
down. I
as
forgot.
second
second
half
half.
started.
Yeah.
45 to
Huh.
50.
So uh, like see for the first goal, I think the way that that goal was scored, there was a lack of communication between the players. Even though Tonali had a really awkward pass or towards the right hand side when Ben White lost the ball and Tonali turned him around, they just started playing with each other, and there was too much space left in the danger zone, which is called where you cut the ball back and you're allowed a shot in. So I felt the reason for that is because there was a lack of communication amongst the defense, and I think that at that time they weren't switched on. But later on, they after the 16th or the 24th minute, I think after the 24th minute, I think that they started to settle down in the game, and yeah, I think it was an average performance. Nothing great, nothing horrible. You know, like nothing exceptional. But yeah, that's it.
Okay.
You're mute. Oh,
Yeah.
I know. Arun, bro,
Yeah.
what do you think?
Yeah. I felt actually I really felt good with his performance today. Although he got injured, which is a concern. I just thought the only issue I felt was like playing two. So basically, Calafiori was a centre back before as well, right? I believe in Bologna, and playing Miles Lewis Kelly also, he's also very attacking minded um, left back. So two attacking minders on the left side, I think, can leave some space for counter attack. So I just have some concerns on that. Apart from that, I just feel like he's a really good technical footballer. Calafiori, very very calm and composed and everything. Good first touch and everything. So with today's performance, he was good. He was actually good. I liked his performance today. Yeah, but just a bit more concerned on the injury. Is he going to be that our next, touch would not, but is he gonna be our next Tomiyasu or something like that? That's
I'm
my
sorry.
only. Sorry.
Just one more point I wanted to add. Really sorry. Now that I'm playing that first goal again in my head, I felt that the mistake was that the centre backs pushed in too deep too quickly because they sensed a counter attack coming. And the reason, and when they did that, it left a lot of space out on the left hand side, which allowed which allowed Tonali and whoever the right wing was at that time to expose that space, which is where the cross came from, and they were able to get the first goal. So now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, I think that was the error I felt, and I think it was due to communication because if your defense moves in, if your centre backs move in too deep too quickly, the midfield and the gap between midfield and defense, there's quite a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
And Miles Lewis Kelly, as we know, he is an attacking left back of sorts. So for him to also track back, and I sense that I think Zubimendi was on in the first half, if I'm not mistaken. Zubimendi was in the first half. So I noticed that Zubimendi is trying to cover, like he moved from his defensive midfield position, trying to cover that left hand side, but he was very easily, very quickly overtaken. And when they moved into that space, that's usually the danger zone where you don't want people to get in. But they were very, very easily able to do that. And I felt the reason for that was because lack of communication, and people were a little bit confused about the positioning and the movement that they had to do.
I completely agree. Scala was balling in both games, constant chaos up and down the pitch, but not getting caught or a position. I saw MLS and Norway covering up for him when he went forward. Yeah, yep, exactly like how but yeah, there was a mistake. I know he's 23. I know he'll improve a lot, but commenting on the present. Hmm. Okay. Arteta says that he felt something. I do not know how big it is.
Hmm.
Arush, are you there with us? Or I think, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, a question to you guys, basically, Parth, does Call Fury LCB, MLS, LB work? Hmm. Ari, do you want to answer this?
I think this works, but for this you need a Declan Rice as well in midfield, and that was the missing piece in the first half. Um, the thing with Calafiori is that he is very aggressive with his approach, and he has a reliance to go forwards. We saw it today in the first half. I don't know what minute it was, but he was the one who made that darting run ahead, was almost there at the edge of the box and put on a cross, which was clear. But in those spaces, that is where MLS actually covers for him. And that was when he was playing as that wide center back. I think it works to a very good extent, but the thing with MLS is that as much as he's not being dribbled past, or he has those stats of not being dribbled past, he on a defensive note wider, I think he can get caught. And that we saw that versus AC Milan as well. Um, for this sense is why I believe a Declan Rice is very crucial, because this guy can cover the ground and cover the spaces and have that sort of second backup to our defensive spaces. I think in today's game we saw the first goal. I think for the first goal, Merino and MLS both were equally at fault. Our shape when we were on the transition was really, really bad. We left the whole left hand side open. A missed pass let us come back into the shape, but that was also not enough to the runs that Elanga and Osula made to that goal. So in a lot of sense, I believe that left center back of Calafiori and MLS works. Um, yeah, that's just about it, because Calafiori, when Gabriel comes back, is obviously going to be a backup to left back or a competitor to MLS, and he's just going to play a backup to left center back. So a good option to have though, but it surely does work. But the midfield is what I'm really more concerned about, because Merino, he didn't have it today in that sense.
Yeah. Okay. Before we get into the comments and all that, I think Arun bro has to leave. So, thank you so much. Again, could you let the concurrent viewers let know where they can find you and like how they can support your channel as well?
Yeah. First of all, thank you so much, guys, for inviting me for the discussion. Really enjoyed. Although I would have to talk more about the game today and the next games as well. But yeah, I have some I have some other commitments to attend as well. So that's why I had to leave now. Yeah. So basically, we have a channel. We have one regional channel called Malu Talks Arsenal, and also we have started another English channel. That's MTA 360. You can find hopefully in the description, right? And yeah, you can find my name is Arun, and Arun V on Twitter. You'll find you'll find that as well on X and YouTube. Malu Talks Arsenal. That's it. That's all. Thank you, KV. Thank you, Aarush. I'll see you guys
Thank you for
in the
joining
next
us.
stream.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Sujit, bro. See you
Nice to have
guys.
met you, man. See you soon.
Cheers.
Okay. All right, then we'll get along with the conversation. Yeah, Arteta on Calafiri, he felt something. I don't know how big it is. William Saliba confirms that he's not injured. To AFTV? God damn. Okay. Yeah. And today's match was 80%, 80 to 85% Premier League level. I don't think Newcastle will be this physical next season as they have UCL to focus to. I mean, if they were to like get on things and like play their way and all that, would they compromise their style of play to make sure that they balance both? I do not know. Because if they were to like drop off uh, some levels in the Premier League, then they'll fall out of Champions League positions. If they were not to do well in UCL, they'll not they'll not proceed and then they'll lose out on the money that they could potentially win by winning games or like going to the next position. So this is a dicey situation. So we'll have to see how it goes. I realized one thing, Declan Rice is pivotal. Yeah, fair enough. How are you, Prathamesh? How are you, man? Bayern is funding it. That yeah, I know. What he said, bro?
Mhm.
Rodrygo, Isak. See now, if you guys don't win the quadruple, right? It's a failure of a season. Failure of a season. Yeah. Has anyone wondered if Kyler Fury can play in DM? If you see him at his previous club, he used to play very high, like a DM. Hmm. What do you guys think? Would he be
Not
like a
as
John Stones
defensive.
kind of player?
I
I
don't
mean,
think
he's
he has the composure to actually play over there. He doesn't have it. He is someone who would get out of position, and then that would affect your game. At least as if you're a defensive midfielder for Arsenal or something. So in that sense, no. But yeah, I like the shout. He didn't play as a defensive midfielder at Bologna. He made those runs from centre back particularly. Yeah, that's it.
do you think the same thing, KV, or do you
Oh
have a
yeah.
different strategy?
I think it's already pretty clearly established that he is either going to be at left center back or left back. So I don't think there is any chance of him moving into as a defensive midfielder.
Or striker as well, because we saw him against PSG there.
Oh yeah.
uh,
Oh my God. Yes.
uh,
That was yeah. That was
Arteta has been
interesting.
saying we are not finished signings yet a lot of times. So every for sure is coming. Finally, a complete team, well balanced, and help in injury crisis. Nothing is done until it is done. So let's just wait and be hopeful. That's all I'm saying. Also, we looked very vulnerable in the first half because Tassad dribbles with cement in his boots and gave the ball away while trying to beat Trippier of all people. Yeah. The criticism regarding Martinelli is so loud that people forget like how equally or even worse Trossard is to the team and sometimes. But again, we're not trying to compare trash and trash. We're just trying to improve the team. That's all I have to say. Yeah, Ethan looks a bit lost. Okay, good. Nice way to like get into the next part of the discussion that I want to talk about. The the youngsters that Arsenal have brought on. I mean, I've started with Ethan Veneri. Second half, we had Odegaard come in, and then we had Max Doman, who played as a left winger, but primarily in his academy
Right,
games
right.
he played sorry right winger, but in his this one what is that? In his academy games he plays as a midfielder who can play on the wings as well, right? So I've noticed that KV you have a board. Do you want to explain regarding Ethan Veneri's play in the first
I
half?
actually no. I bought this board for a different reason, not just specifically for Nonary, but
Hmm.
for some of the things that I had observed during the game, and it includes a lot of Arsenal players. Uh, Basically, where I sense where the game was being won and lost. So I
Mm.
just wanted to use the board to be able to explain that. Now, as far as Nwaneri, I did have some notes on him.
Mm.
Uh, I feel that sometimes, even in the central midfield role, even though he's extremely talented, quick on his feet and stuff, I do feel that there was this opportunity in the 22nd minute or so where he had an opportunity to break through Newcastle's midfield and to be able to find a runner. Now, the kind of Arsenal that I used to love and I used to grow up watching was two touch, three touch pass. And that pass has to be the killer pass, where you put your runner through and he's through on goal. I felt, considering a team that Newcastle, we're playing a team like Newcastle, I felt that Nwaneri missed an opportunity there. And I don't know whether it was Kai Havertz, who was still being marked by a defender at that time, by the way, and who's not so fast. So he's not technically your runner. And the other opportunity I felt he missed, or it was who was playing. Trossard was playing at the time, because Trossard and Havertz in that position when Nwaneri is clean through in the central mid and he has an opportunity to put you through for a 1v1 against the goalkeeper. I felt that these two need better ability to be able to shake off their defenders, shake off the man who is marking them. Otherwise, Nwaneri won't be able to put a pass through, and we're just going to lose possession to Newcastle again, and they're going to get possession. They're going to come back and attack us. So I felt that he is good. I feel that if Gyokeres comes, he would have a better opportunity in these kind of situations, because he will finally have a runner whom he can supply the ball to. And I feel that Nwaneri with Havertz and stuff means that Nwaneri is going to have to do a lot more himself, look to score rather than to supply. I feel that is something that I observed about him on his own.
Uh, yeah, that's Aarush. Okay, you know what? We'll take in few comments and then we'll come to Aarush. Cool. Yeah, so the biggest difference in our play in both games is that Veneri and Odegaard have been occupying central 10 positions and we are shooting inside anywhere near the back. Yeah, today when Odegaard took a shot outside the box, I was like, well, where was this captain before? Where was this? Uh, Dowman and Ethan both, I feel, are more suited to the wings. Okay. They are explosive, but I don't think he fits in a central midfield role. Arteta like to play like Pep, so we pass the ball to the net,
Pass the ball into the net.
into the net. Yeah. Own play looks weak when Veneri plays because tactically he isn't tactically ready to get involved and pass around. We look a man shot. It changed drastically when Odegaard came on. Well, I guess people are finally understanding how important Odegaard is. Shock. Our players are very poor in making breaking passes. So this bit is what is what I hope Arush could explain. Do you think this is true? Because certain places I saw, certain places I didn't see. What do you think?
I think line breaking passes are much difficult to make when it's a tight space, when it's a low block. But I think when we are proceeding to transitions with a 180 on the ball, I think he has that in him to either switch play, which he very does it very well when he tries to actually rotate around the right half space and play the pass to the left hand side. I think that is something that he does really well. And we don't really have runners in the team. And to the runners that we have, we saw 180 try passes towards Saka today, which were very well done, I'd say. On the for the left back to actually track back. And line breaking passes, as in I think Zubimendi is doing it very well. Today we saw it. I saw a synergy between him and 180, which to be honest, Raja spoke of pre-stream, where he said that this is something to be excited for, and it actually was exciting. Um, the way they both see spaces, the way they both know when to pass the ball to each other, when one would take control of the ball, and all of that. I think they both are very good in that understanding. Not the best performance in regards of what we've heard of Paneri, seen of Paneri, but I think if this is the standard that he set, it's just going to improve from now on forth. So I think also for a fact that Merino was the guy besides him and not Rice didn't bring him the directness that he would want as an attacking midfielder. And yeah, Newcastle are always going to be a tricky game. very less to think about in that sense for 180 to do. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Our players are bad. Okay, Odegaard was everywhere today. He looks like he's got a spring in his step and he got his directness back. Okay. I still think he's a little bit lost in build-up and think lacks in press again. But again, I think these are sort of growing pains more and will improve in time. Fair enough. We had this discussion last time around on Odegaard, and I think he showcased his importance today. Fair enough.
Yep.
Uh, okay. Wait, wait, wait. KV, if you could explain, like, I mean, you had your points regarding Ethan Venere, right? Were you able, like, did you have some points in there where, you spoke, where you have these situations where Venere were dropping deep, or did you have, like, situations where you noticed where he was, like, pressurized by close to, like, 3, 4 Newcastle players, but still got away and was able to make a sideways banana curling kind of pass? Do you have situations like that you could explain with the board?
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah, sure.
So,
Yeah, I'll
if you
bring it up.
can.
Yeah, I'll bring it
Yes.
up. Yeah, cool. Go ahead.
Okay, so I can't change the names very quickly. So basically, the context is the reason why we have this board is so that I can explain where the game was being won and lost. Now, this is as
Okay.
soon as Arsenal had possession and Arsenal were trying to press in.
Okay. Sorry to like stop you. Just 1 second. So a person who's a big fan of the academy ball with Max Dowman, let me just add him. Raja. Hi.
Okay,
How are you?
hi,
Hello
nice to
guys,
meet
how
you
are you?
finally.
Yeah, finally you get to meet him
Yeah,
as well. Yeah. We tried to get him on, but yeah, fair enough. Okay. Go ahead. Kev, this is your moment. Go ahead.
Okay, so like these names, I'm not going to change them. So you just know the positions in the first and second half, the players who were substituted. Anyway, so what I'm trying to explain is whenever Arsenal got possession and tried to attack with these positions over here, and Saka's usually here and stuff like that. This was the KG formation that Newcastle were playing. They were playing a 4-5-1 and deep lying 4-5-1. Spaced very closely here were the four center backs, and outside were five midfielders, right? And there was one center forward ahead. And for Arsenal, this is basically how we look. This is where we were. Saliba, Calafiori somewhere here, MLS somewhere here, Ben White somewhere here. Now, the reason why they were doing this is because as soon as you try and even attempt a pass anywhere here, it's very easy. There's not enough space. There's not enough space for Havertz to make any kind of run. There's not enough space for anyone to move. And as soon as they got possession of the ball, Newcastle were very quickly being able to counter attack, and they weren't making passes here or here. Sorry, here they were making like let's imagine this is Tonali, right? And Newcastle have the ball again. So it becomes difficult for Nwaneri and everyone because we're trying to get the ball back in a high pass kind of a situation. We're trying to get the ball back here. Wait, sorry. I need to still learn how to do this properly. This is where we were fighting for possession. So if you remember for our was it the second goal? No, second goal was a free kick, right?
Yeah.
Second goal was a free kick taken quickly, and it came from here and we sent. But the first goal, if I remember correctly, we managed to dispossess them in their own half, and that is what I feel was happening between both teams. Both teams were trying to win the ball, and they were pressing high. So I feel that is where the game was being won and lost most of the time. Now, as far as Nwaneri and everybody else is concerned, wait, sorry. Wait, so Nwaneri was usually in this position, and he was trying to get the ball here. Merino was sometimes moving in here, and Havertz was, obviously trying to move around. So to break a midfield such as this becomes very difficult because a 4-5-1 is a very, very cagey formation, especially when all of them are playing in their own half. And the problem with Arsenal is, and it always is going to be on the counter attack. It is always going to be a problem in the counter attack, because as soon as we lose the ball anywhere in this position, this these two guys are going to move out, or these two guys are going to move out, and then you have a situation where we're not going to be able to cover this space, and it just opens up the channels really quickly for a counter attack. And I felt at times, especially there was this one situation where Saliba was in the back and Raya was there as well, and then he just made this awkward pass towards the throw-in line. I don't know what decision making was going on at that time. So I feel that is a weakness that Arsenal needs to figure out, and I feel the the reason for that is because we did not have Declan Rice in this situation. Merino does is able to be in this situation, but he's not able to track back as quickly as Rice does. So I feel that if we just hold these people back here, and if we allow Newcastle to come out a little bit, or teams who are KG or who play on the low block, if we just allow them to come out a little bit, we will allow ourselves and first of all, we'll allow White to overlap. We'll allow Saka to come in this. Do you see Saka was in this in this spot quite a few times in this game, but he wasn't able to be very you know efficient. I would say. Ben White again. I felt he was just slightly a little bit slow. And as far as Trossard is concerned, Trossard was just playing out of this area whenever we attacked. So they were trying to make lateral passes as much as possible from here and from here, but no through balls not from here, because they were extremely cagey, and it becomes very difficult for us to break the cagey defense from this side, and it becomes easier for us to put the ball in from here and from here. So I think that is how they were trying to at the end of the day, trying to break Newcastle. And I think we got that. Second goal was an own goal, and the first goal, I'm actually not being able to remember the first goal correctly, exactly how it started. But yeah,
Right
I
there
felt that
where
that was.
Havertz and Merino is. Right there it was created with Havertz dropping
Oh
deep
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
correct, correct, correct.
being
Havertz was
physical.
here, then Merino moved in here,
Yeah,
and then he scored in right here.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, 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 got it. So yeah, well, see, that is a rarity, because there was barely any space, because Merino, the defender, was right here, and Havertz was also being marked. So when the ball came in, all he had to do was just flick it here, and then it was a very comfortable finish from Merino at the end. So I feel that if Arsenal continue to play this kind of game where they are pressing high and trying to dispossess the opposition, they are also leaving. They'll get a goal. They were able to get possession of the football. They were able to create, because I remember that Merino or someone stole the ball right at this spot. Uh, at this spot, he stole the ball. He dispossessed someone. Although I did think that that was a foul, but he dispossessed. He got the and then he got a pass. Havertz got a pass, flicked it, and scored. So if they are going to play this high line kind of a situation, they're always going to leave themselves open to counter attack, especially if they have Zubimendi in the back and Nwaneri, because Zubimendi is looking to play that long ball. He's not that, from what I've noticed. I'm not trying to criticize. He's not that good at defensive tackles. Nwaneri is always looking to score. Saka is going to be up front. White is going to be up front. Trossard is going to be up front. MLS is going to be up front. So the only people we have in the back is going to be Calafiori and Saliba. And in a situation where in a 4-5-1 kind of a situation, if they do get the ball back, it becomes very easy for these five players that I mentioned before to break out at pace. And once they get behind Zubimendi, or they get on the similar line as Zubimendi, then it's going to become a problem for us. Sorry, this looks a little confusing. First time I tried it.
Very well explained. But yeah.
Very well, man, very well. Ah, ah,
Also to say, based on what the visual is currently as well, I think the reason why we had a lot of turnovers in this game was again like
yeah,
KV said that we didn't have Rice in this game, and the
yeah,
fact that MLS was tasked to actually break those lines. And the reason why
mm,
this happened was he lost the ball quite a lot in those spaces. And
mm,
that then translates to Zubimendi's positioning. I think it is
mm,
Suchit or Raja who said it on our GC, who where we mentioned that Zubimendi ends up making more fouls in these regards. I think it was Raja. Yeah. So he said it in that sense because he doesn't have the recovery pace. Like KV also said, he doesn't have that spectacular tackle in him to actually bring that defensive contribution down. He is someone who's much more smarter with his positioning. We've heard that with Jorginho comparisons as well. So in that regard, I think very well explained from KV as to how we have we have been put forth on transitions, and these turnovers, in its sense, without Declan Rice, are crucial to how we end up having our defenses quite opened up. So yeah, kudos to KV.
Thank you.
This guy. He's another panelist. I mean, he's another guy on the panel. Sub beating Newcastle and Young Guns, cooking awesome day. Yeah, fair enough. Yes. Yeah. Were there high turnovers in the first half which we could do nothing with?
The same thing
Right?
that we just explained.
What will Arteta change tactically this season as we would maximize Gyokeres output? The system will for sure change. What would you do to insert Gyokeres in PM? Raja, do you want to answer this?
Right. We'll have to like. I'd like to see him first, and then just judge him.
Right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, KB,
Can I
Aarush, do
say
you
something?
go ahead.
I feel Joker is, see, football is won and lost in the spaces that you create. Arsenal do create spaces but are not able to capitalize on the spaces that they are creating because they don't currently have the players who can take advantage of that space. Okay. If you noticed in the center, we did create a lot of spaces, but it's because we have space in the middle. We have space in the middle, but we need a player who is good at that. Sorry.
Do you want me to bring back the board for you to explain, or like it's verbally is like
No, no.
kind of
I
like
think, I think, I mean, you can if you want, but it's pretty simple. We do create spaces in the middle, and we don't have that player who can take advantage of that space at that time. It's a game of seconds, and it's a game of just a few meters, and that makes all the difference. So Arsenal is good at creating spaces. We are good at playing in the final third. We are good at um uh you know like especially when we are beginning our attack, we are moving towards the opposition. That is when we need to take advantage of the spaces, because there are a lot of spaces. When Newcastle were attacking us and we dispossessed them and we got an opportunity, that is when Zubimendi or any creative midfielder can take advantage, and Gyokeres up front is going to be absolutely devastating. He needs some space to be able to take advantage, and that is where I feel that we can do. Kai Havertz cannot do that. Kai Havertz is good when you're in tight spaces, as we saw today. Players like Merino are good at finishing when you're in tight spaces. Players like Viktor Gyokeres are good when you're transitioning from defense to attack, and that is very quickly where you have to take advantage of that. That's what I feel.
Marush, anything to add, or like we can just
हाँ,
No,
उसे counter
that's
attack
fine.
कहते हैं. Correct. Yes.
Yes, same.
okay. Fair enough. Yeah, to be low blocks, I feel instinctive movements, continuous of runs and shots, taking ability takes the forefront. We spend too much time on the ball.
But I do
Calafury,
think that we
go
are a
ahead, go
bit
ahead.
faster with our build-up this season. Like in the preseason, in the two games, I think we are much more faster. And I think this is where Ben White's presence is really, really appreciated because he has that directness in him from that wider area that Timber wouldn't have in passing it to Saka and then making those transitions from right to left and stuff like that.
Calafury isn't staying back in that situation. The zebra is running forward at any given chance. Okay, so today, good point you brought. Raja, help me out with this, okay, if you think the same as well. Because today, like KB explained this situation here, where when you're going forward, right, we had the situation where Kalafior and Saliba were staying back. When you were attacking, I don't know if you guys noticed, it was even more further than the half line. I felt like we were pushing them into their own half and more like into their own box, where they were able to have a lot of space behind. to like,
Hmm.
try and do something. It could be the preseason thing as well. I'm not really sure if I saw it properly, but it felt like we pushed them more into their half, and our last line of defense was in their own half. It almost
Hmm.
felt like like how Hansi Flick's Barca attacks, like the way that they press. It almost felt like that.
Highline
Rajat,
as well, yeah.
yeah, the high line was like so high. Rajat, do you agree with this, or did you see something else?
I think we always played this highlands. It's not something new, but like with Calafiori, you get that maverick kind of thing where like he just roams into attacking spaces at his will. He's used to that because of his time at Bologna. Um, he was excellent at it. I mean, he got like 5 assists or something, or 5 goals. I don't remember exactly, but his timing of the runs and also like with the power he runs through defenses, it's really amazing. I actually thought he'd replace Gabriel as left center back when he like fully integrates, but I think that's not going to happen because Gabriel is far superior when it comes to defending. But on the ball qualities, I mean, Calafiori is just one of the best in my opinion. I'd put him around like Bastoni tier when it comes to ball playing left center backs.
Very high praise. Yeah, Arteta's latest comment in Gyokeres in the squad. We have plans for him. He provides us with options. He provides us with depth. Roughly summed up, obviously, does this suggest something? I'm not saying it. It could happen. We never really know. It was, yeah, we all want that, to be honest. Yes, we are faster. I see movements out wide. I see central progression too. We're making our football simpler and more effective. The two games have shown me natural fullback central progression in football being more simpler and effective. Do you think MLS and Ben White complement well at fullbacks? I feel we are suffering more on transitions than normal. Good question.
Hmm.
What do
Interesting.
you guys think? Thoughts? Nothing? Yeah, I
Thought
think.
provoking.
I think. Yeah, Raja, do you have something to say?
I think MLS is still learning the trade of the game, and also not having Declan Rice also like made it harder to defend the left channels. I think MLS alone couldn't handle, and Merino doesn't have the legs to counter pace of Newcastle. Especially they had like Elanga and all these guys who are like crazy quick, and also Calafiori was also new to the position. I think they kind of like messed up with the dynamics. When we play Zubimendi and Declan Rice, that's when we see the full power of like whatever we are trying to do next season. But for now, hopefully against Tottenham, I think we'll see Declan and Zubi start. So we'll see where we are, how we look for the next season.
I agree with this. The other point was that, while we are trying to stop transitions, I think Timber is better off as a right back because he's more like, that shutdown kind of defender, whereas Ben White is more, how do you say, the one who helps us in attack more than Timber. So I think
Hmm.
depending on the game state, kind of which fullback we want could be the reason in how we stop defenses. Regarding MLS, yeah, I had a similar point like how Raja said. Without decking life, it looks a bit off, and also Calafury and MLS
Also
dynamic is
without
really yeah.
yeah, also without Gabriel, like I mean, this guy is a beast at defending channels. I mean, he's in my
Mm,
opinion maybe the best in the
mm,
world when it comes to like defending channels.
mm,
Just like a colossal presence in there just doesn't allow
mm,
the opposition. But even with
mm,
his situation, I think Newcastle have enough pace to affect us when we don't have legs in the midfield.
mm. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
We'll yeah. Do you have something to add, KV?
No, no. I just had another question. I
Good.
agreed with
Good.
everything. I just had a different question completely.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Guys, what do you feel about our performances on corners these days? When was the last time we were doing well on corners? I mean, we all remember the phase where we were starting. Everyone was starting to call us Corner FC and stuff like that. Do you feel that the presence of Gabriel in the box is extremely important to how we perform in set pieces? Like, I know we scored from a set piece today, but that was a different kind of a different kind of a tactic for a set piece. That was a quickly taken free kick, put it in, and then it was quite a awkward own goal. Where you almost feel bad for him. But when it comes to corners, we are taking corners quite a bit. But I just feel we're not being as threatening as we used to be. Maybe we're not being able to create spaces. Maybe we don't have the right kind of people. Havertz did get his head on the ball a couple of times. It got away from him. But is there any explanation? Because I'm just not being able to understand. Are we not focusing on it anymore? I don't know.
Let me
Uh,
add to that.
our corner
The people
routine,
who,
yeah,
yeah, the people who
yeah,
are
our
not
corner
the
routine
person
was
who
fully built. Yeah,
you
go on.
want that.
Go on, bro.
Go,
Go on, man.
go.
So like our entire corner routine and also free kick routine was basically on built around Gabriel. That's what I feel, because without him, it just feels empty at the moment. Since he
Mm,
got injured, we haven't been effective at all.
And I
And
mm,
also
think we
like he's
haven't
been
put too
injured for
much
a
eyes
while.
on it also.
Yeah, also like with time, like teams will figure out like whatever you're doing. It's not like rocket science, right?
yeah.
if we are if yeah, if we were able to do some tactics and find solutions, they'll also like to find a way to defend us.
Mm.
Right.
And also, I feel the person who's delivering the ball, the crosses, is Declan Rice, who's not there taking those ones from that side. I think that is also adding to the factor that why we are not being effective with our corners. Because I think Kivior was pretty effective. I think Menin was pretty effective. But I think the delivery coming from the
Left.
from the left side is also regressed. Let's be fancy with it has regressed. That's why I think
Mm.
that's another reason why
Although I
corner.
don't feel I don't feel Kivior has a very good jump. I noticed today when he was defending and the ball was coming to his back and he jumped, and I barely saw his feet lift the ground. Like, usually you compare it with people who jump like really well. Havertz does it well. I feel Saliba does it well. Gabriel does it really well. But Kivior, I think he doesn't have that good of a jump because he was defending. He was trying to jump. He couldn't do it that much. He couldn't get to the ball. So I feel that it's a little bit. Everybody has space to improve. Obviously, that is true. But yeah, maybe just an observation, I would say.
Yeah, I will talk about one final thing that is regarding our youngsters who made again the academy boys who made the headlines. One is Dowman.
Hmm.
Another
Yes.
another another academy bowler, Marley Salmon, who I think has gone under the radar in the way that he was defending, and
Hmm.
another striker, if I'm not wrong, Arush.
Hariman Andrianus.
Yeah, I mean he didn't get much of the ball, if I'm not wrong,
Yeah.
but
But
yeah.
he did well in the press that was there.
Mm,
The
mm,
the
yeah.
keeper that was there, he was
Mm,
quite shocked with the amount of pace he
mm,
generated there. And yeah,
mhm.
he didn't get to really do much. I don't remember much from him either. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. We'll talk about Max Dorman because he's the headlines guy. We'll start with Raja. Raja, thoughts on Max Dorman?
Max Dowman. I mean, what's there to talk, man? Like this guy. I mean, everyone have seen like what he can do on the pitch. He's been doing that at under 18 11s when he was like 14 years old. I mean, this guy is just definitely an anomaly, but yeah, we have to protect him, and let's hope like he doesn't get any injuries and achieves his potential. I certainly think he's a Yamal level talent. I've been saying on the stream for a long time, and I'm glad to see like everyone on Twitter is appreciating the player.
Thank God. I mean, I remember the hate that MLS was getting for no reason at all. So it's nice to see that at least they're giving a little bit of respect to Dowman's name. And MLS also deserves all the respect, man. At this age, these guys are performing in in the toughest league in the world. Let's just call it what it is. And they, all of them, each and every single athlete in this league deserves respect, no matter the age. Vardy deserves respect. At his age, at his age, he's still performing. And these young kids, they all deserve respect. So good.
Youngman is
uh,
Dowman is 4 years younger to me. So yeah,
Mm.
calculate.
Arsenal scoring has covered as routine, but I feel the routine has been fine. Yeah, fair enough. So, Max Dorman, right? So, I've asked this question on poll as well. Where should Max Dorman play? In the midfield or as a right wing? I have a thought regarding this, but we'll start with KV. KV, what do you think? He should play midfield or he should play as that right wing deputy to Saka? At least, like,
Well,
for now.
first of all, I love the freedom with which he moves. It's beautiful to watch. It's exciting, and I don't have the appropriate words to describe how that makes me feel. Um, so I feel that Dowman in the center is crucial. That is a very key spot on a football pitch, the center, or anywhere around the center, the right side of the center, left side of the center. And the space you get over there, you can move anywhere you want. You can come in from the right, you can come in from the left. You have space to move back a little bit, then you have space to turn around. That is why a central midfielder's role is one of the most important roles in football. That is why these Pirlos, these Xavis, these Iniestas, and all these other players, they get so much respect. And Kaka used to do the exact same thing. Kaka wasn't waiting for the ball high up the pitch. Kaka was driving the ball from the center of the pitch towards the final third and trying to create chances and maybe create chances for himself, which is what Daman also does. So I remember there was a comment in the last stream that we did where he was being compared and he was being called Kaka-esque, and I feel that that is exactly the kind of gameplay he has. It's to get the ball in any kind of eh, if he's on the right hand side, if he's on the right hand side, then he's limited. Then he limits himself. Okay, because you don't have that much freedom to move. You can't move back because the line's right there. Right, there's only one direction to go, or you pass it back, and then you pass it back to someone. You wait for somebody to overlap, and that's the way how you operate. When you're in the center of the pitch, you either carry the ball yourself, you pass it back, create some space, shake the defender off, and then you can just, and if you have that kind of good dribbling ability, you can just waltz your way towards the danger zone, and either create a chance for yourself or someone else. So I think the central role is key for him, whichever side.
Okay. Okay. Um, I know that Raja has a different thought. We'll come to this. Ainsley says, I saw his youth football cup highlights. He plays centrally perfect. Yep. Yeah. No, wait. Parth actually says Dowman as a midfielder and Veneri as a right wing. That's what he feels. I do feel Veneri and Dowman are the best as sub. They won't start. Yeah. The day they do it as starters is the day I'll be happy. Okay. Fair enough. So this point. Dowman as a midfielder and Veneri as a right winger. Raja and I believe that Aarush, do you agree with this fact that Dowman as a right wing option who comes more centrally is better than Dowman as a straight central option? Because I think that kind of limits his motion where he can be free on the right hand side as well if he just plays centrally. And Veneri, I think, uh, is best centrally rather than as a right winger coming in into the midfield.
Hmm.
Raja, do you want to add to this?
Yeah, I think being a midfielder straight from the youth setup is kind of really hard. I mean, you watched how even like Ethan has been good, but like he struggles to do the pressing triggers and everything. Especially for a young kid coming through the academy, I think it is too much of a information and also responsibility to do all the pressing and also like create for the team. I think at left, at right wing, he'll have like more kind of better than like doing all this difficult stuff. He'll get the ball to feet and he can move at will because like he's just too good with the ball at his feet. Um, I think initially for the like at least next 2 3 years, I think he should just play from the left right wing. I know like we have signed Madueke and also we have Saka, but we'll see how that dynamic works. But I think we'll see more of Dowman from next season itself. I mean, you cannot stop a talent like that.
Also, people who support the Indian cricket team, congratulations to all of us, to all you guys as well. India has officially drawn the game. It's a miracle, to be very honest. It is honestly a
Yeah,
miracle.
Washi and Jadeja
Yeah.
both made centuries. I had the scoreline on the side of
Same, same, same.
apparently
Same,
I was
yeah.
watching.
Yeah.
What?
There's like,
Washington and
Good, good.
Jadeja both
yeah,
centuries.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Washington Sundar's first century, Jadeja's second century as a number six. What a series he's having. You know what? We'll have this conversation after this. Never mind. Yeah. I have a feeling Aarush and Raja will hold the contrary POV. Yep. We have seen we've seen Raya running to cover. What the hell? What? Why? Why do you guys? So fine, cool.
Sure.
Yeah. Uh, Also, right? I see. No, it's just not us saying that Dowman as a right wing option is more sensible. Look at the way Dowman falls back, and the way he tracks back as well. The way he was defending those last few minutes. It could be just like Arteta drilling into his head that you are going to play right wing, so you got to do what Saka used to do. That could be another thing, or he naturally has that thing as well. So it all makes sense why he could be the right wing option. In the end, we know
Hmm.
that he's not going to get those many minutes in the Premier League. We need to be very, very level-headed regarding our assumptions on how he's going to be utilized in the Premier League. Will I be surprised that he'll get more than like what 10, 15 minutes in games that we've won drastically? Yes, I will be surprised because I think people like Ethan Vaneri would probably take those minutes more than Max Dorman. Right, so that's what I think. Do you guys think that he'll get a lot more minutes than what people assume in the Premier League?
No. I think the minutes are going to be very minimal. And
Hmm.
also for a fact that I think squad selection is going to be very, very difficult for next season
Hmm.
with the
Hmm.
amount of players we have. We'll have 9 players on the bench, I think. How many players?
Hmm.
Is it allowed?
Seven, seven, eight.
Yeah. So
Huh.
7, 8 players for the amount
Hmm.
of squad that we've bought.
Hmm.
And for that, we'd have 1 or 2 injuries also. You'll
Hmm.
have to leave like 1 or 2 key players outside every game.
Hmm. Hmm.
And that's also going to be very crucial in terms of integrating youth. But obviously, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, and all of these dead rubber games, as the season progresses, would see minutes for these guys. But I think even if he accumulates a total of 200 minutes this season or 400 minutes this season is going to be huge for his potential because we already
400
have
minutes.
400 is a bit too much. 200,
Yeah.
too. Yeah, 200
400
is
minutes, it's like insane.
yeah. 200 minutes is fine for him. I mean, 400 is very possible with at least 4 starts in FA Cup,
Hmm.
Carabao, and stuff like that. So, in that sense, but I don't see them do it because he's going to be promoted to the under 21s. Obviously, he's played there, but that is also be would be seen as a big opportunity for him when they play the Champions League games and stuff like that.
Uh, yeah, of course, he's right. Jeremy is our alternative heart. I don't think we go for another defender. I think our priority right now will be to sell and get Eze and probably another attacker if needed. That's what I think. I don't think we'll go for another this thing uh, defender. I want to say I don't want to go for a
Spoiled
well.
brats. Bro.
Mhm. It can be new toy syndrome for me, but yeah, the first impression looks like a midfielder. I thought he's best as a right. Again, contrary point. We just hope that they do. Okay, just small comments. I mean, here and there, just final words. Marty Salman, what do you guys think? How do you guys think he played? I know he just got very few minutes, but it looked like he could take care of himself. It just felt like that.
Hmm. I think the confidence is a major talking point with him, and at least how composed he is on the ball with the passes he makes, with the covering of defense he does, even while tracking back. I think he's very smart in terms of even understanding the spaces that are vacated from the right back, from the center back. And having Josh Nichols right next to him also helps him because they've played together. So in that sense, I think synergy wise, that is also good. And yeah, there's not really much in terms of I remember of him doing something particularly in the game.
Similar thoughts, KB, or do you have something more to add?
I'm sorry. What was the question?
Mali Salman,
Yeah,
thoughts.
Marty Salman. Any thoughts regarding it, or like too little praise,
Uh,
but not much to say?
Actually, when you're doing a watch along and you're focusing on the chat and you're trying to watch the game and you're trying to make a notes and you're playing against Newcastle, it sometimes becomes a little bit difficult to keep track of each and every single player that's playing. So unfortunately, yeah, I didn't wasn't able to see that much, especially in the second half where fouls were flying, and I was more concerned about someone getting injured. So yeah, I couldn't really analyze anything.
Uh,
Apologies.
I, I get you. I honestly get you because yeah,
At one
starting
point,
at
I
this
felt like
channel,
I was
yeah.
like Pennywise the clown, one eye there, one eye here, and yeah, little bit weird.
Okay. It was for Raja letting share his thoughts if he would love if you were. Oh, okay. Raja, this is for you. By the way, Raja. So another person is named Rahul. He's a Juventus fan, but Raja watches a lot of Serie A. So yeah, actually, Raja, would you like to answer this question?
Mm.
Uh, so what is saying? Like he wants Liverpool to sign Ildiz?
Yeah.
Uh, Makes no sense. I mean, Ildiz is better than Rodrigo in my opinion. He has much higher ceiling than whatever Rodrigo is. Um, yeah, and also Liverpool should get Rodrigo as well. We can get okay. Achai got confused. Okay, he means like we should get Ildiz probably.
No, I know. You were about to finish a sentence. You were about to finish a sentence. You hope Liverpool gets Rodrigo? That
Yeah, I mean he's not someone I rate that highly, so I don't care where he goes. I just don't want them to get like wherever.
that was not the finishing of a sentence. I know where that finishing was going.
Really
Don't lie
related,
to it.
media
Uh,
friendly.
yeah. Parth says that say no to Rodrigo moment has reached Liverpool rather than Premier until crazy man, crazy. Remind me when Rahul comes, bro. You let us know when Rahul will come. He's that kind of enigma in our head.
Yeah.
Yeah. If Zini or Kivior gets sold, we will get defended. If we sell one of left wing, Jesus, Nelson, and another player, we will get a left wing. Hmm. Okay. Okay. One
Off the
of
back
the
of
Premier.
these pre,
No.
Off the back of these preseason performances, I think Trossard is much better than Martinelli, man. Like he's been really good. I don't know if we'd be
Trossard been
selling
good
him.
in personal. Do you think in the first of Trossard was good though?
I mean, he's doing his work. I mean, of course, he doesn't have the physical capacity, but at least like he's better than Martinelli in many aspects. He can pass the ball much better, and also like many things. Martinelli is only good at running and defending. That's all. I mean, we don't want a defensive right with left winger. So
Hmm. Yeah. Just for one game in preseason, would like to see Dowman play the left wing and see if he can get better chance creation. Think it
Hmm.
would probably be better than the current wing.
yeah, it's really dire, bro.
You guys kill me, man. You guys honestly kill me. Crazy, but yeah. Yeah, I did read this report. I have Twitter on one side, so this is how it happens, right? On this side of the laptop, I have screen comments and everything. On this side, I have Twitter and analytics in case we need to talk. But yeah, I did read about this. Uh, I don't
What
want to say
happened? What's
things.
this?
Basically, it says the women's Euro this year made a total loss of 20 to 25 million euros. Again, I don't have much depth regarding this, so I'm not going to make any comment. So yeah, you guys have something to say? Panel, you guys can say.
I think women's football is just on the rise, so I think it's normal that a league, these tournaments lose money because it takes
Yeah.
time for people to join in. So obviously, they'll have to bear losses before like it gets profitable. It's
Hmm.
normal stuff.
Yep. Yeah, we will be ending the stream right now. I think, yeah, we'll end the stream right now. There's not much to talk. I think we covered everything possible. I don't think there's anything else left. Arsenal play Spurs on the 31st, if I'm not wrong. That's the last preseason game in Asia. We'll be heading back to the Emirates, and let's just hope every player goes back to the Emirates in one piece and nobody's injured. That's good.
I don't understand why we're playing Spurs of all people. I just don't get it. I mean,
Uh,
friendly, whatever the scenario may be, charity match. We're gonna kill
mhm.
each other. So I
Hmm.
don't know why the hell they've decided to do this.
That's it. I mean, we did play Chelsea back in Florida in the 22-23 season, remember?
Chelsea as a Chelsea, different.
See, no, that match itself, we had players fighting. If you don't remember, if you remember, we had players fighting then itself. So this is the North London derby. Spurs won a European title. Still no pull, anyways. They brought in Kudus. We are bringing new
Yeah,
attackers as
idiots.
well.
Idiots
Mm.
couldn't get Gibbs White.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Frauds, the frauds and cheats that they are.
Mhm. Exactly.
I think like I have a different view on this because it's a big
What?
psychological win if we batter them early in the preseason because that momentum carries into the season. So I think that's what happened in 20 to 23 as well. Like when we battered Chelsea, like we carried
Hmm.
on in the first half of the season. So I think it's a good thing.
Oh,
Hmm.
you're okay going like that. Okay. I
I
mean, we do
think
have
they
the two.
had they
Go ahead, go
also
ahead.
had like a goalless draw versus Luton yesterday, bro. So I don't know how their preparations are going about with Mohammad Kudus making his debut and stuff like that. I think they
What?
had a
What?
draw even before that. I don't know against whom. Let's just check. I think they played,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
they played Wycombe. They played Wycombe, yeah.
They do it in Wycombe. They do
They,
against Luton. What?
yeah, their
Uh,
preseason isn't going as expected. And I am very sure they are currently not in Singapore. So then fatigue is also going to be there, jet lag is also going to be there, something
mm,
that Eddie Howe mentioned prior to their game as well. So yeah,
mm,
I think we are in a good position to actually have some fun against Tottenham, who
mm,
are rebuilding under Thomas Frank. So yeah, let's see, man.
mm. Oh, we have one last comment before we wrap it up. Varun Sood, welcome, buddy. I hope you're subscribed to the channel. I think I will take in this as the last comment and we'll wrap it up. Sorry, KV. You guys, I was not able to watch the match. How is the hype? How is the hyped up German Arsenal help playing up front? Will he keep Bane out? Raja, you know what? We've given our initial thoughts. How about you sum up the this thing and we'll wrap up this stream. Raja, go ahead.
I Yeah, he did play well, but I don't know, like uh, depends on the opposition, I guess. But I think Gyokeres will start at least the. I mean, yeah, it's kind of toss up between he starts or not for now. We'll have to see like in the next preseason games, not the Tottenham one, but the further ones when we play Villarreal. I think Villarreal and Athletic Bilbao. Those ones will tell us like if he starts or not. But Havertz certainly is looking really fit and ready for the season.
Hmm.
I'm excited actually.
Yeah. Do you
By the
think
way,
he'll be ready?
Arun
Go
is
ahead, go ahead.
also from a YouTube channel. Arun is also from a YouTube channel, Football Banter X. They're both
Oh,
brothers. Arun is an Arsenal fan, and Mo is a United fan, and they both make content together. So
I think. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah. I'm getting a sense of who. Yeah, yeah. I kind of remember seeing one of. Did they make a video recently regarding Yeah, I remember seeing something. Yeah, welcome, welcome. We'll definitely look into your channel as well. Shout out to you. Do you think we're ready for game week one? Definitely not. Definitely not. We do need to see how Madueke and Gyokeres integrate into this team. We need to see how Mosquera is integrated. We still need a proper left winger to come in. There's a long way to go. I thought a long way to go. I didn't realize that the season starts on 17th of August, which is basically like what, 421 days, exactly 3 weeks. Oh shit, exactly 3 weeks, 21 days. Okay, wow. Okay. Yeah. We'll see you guys again after the Tottenham game. We'll have a stream then. Shout out to KV. If you guys have not yet checked him out, his channel is there in the description. Do check him out. Do follow him. Do subscribe as well. Is again socials are there as well. Do reach out to him as well. He's a really great with his content. Yeah, go on, KV.
we are having a GeoGuessr and Friends stream on 11 o'clock. So I would like to invite you guys, if you're free, come play. We're playing GeoGuessr, all the subscribers, everyone. So if you guys also want to join in, if anyone else wants to join in, you're more than welcome, more the merrier.
Cool
It's
concept. I
fun.
saw
We
it
have a lot of fun.
yesterday. I saw it yesterday after it ended because it didn't come
Oh,
in the
Uh,
notifications. But yeah, I
mm.
think you are very good in geography, bro.
I'm
The
okay. I'm
guesses were crazy,
okay.
bro.
Okay.
Yes, some of them are crazy.
For sure. Yeah, I should be free, but I'll definitely, if I have time, I'll definitely join you.
Yeah, yeah. Or you just have to join in the chat, and if you want to play one, you can. If you don't want to, that's also fine. That's
Mm.
okay.
You know, this yesterday, after your stream got ended, right? I saw a Sidemen video where they were playing GeoGuessr, and that's an oh, this is no, not Sidemen. One of the beta squad members were having a GeoGuessr video. That's how I got to know regarding that game. But yeah, again, we
Also,
can
you
talk
guys
about
should join Among Us on Football Banter X. We play Among Us on his channel. We play GeoGuessr on
yeah,
mine.
yeah.
So you guys
That is
should
where
definitely,
football.
definitely, yeah.
Mm,
We have a lot of fun. Like I feel that when you're on YouTube, it's good to do like stats and analysis and football, but sometimes it's nice to like play games and just have a good time. So
mm.
yeah,
Uh, Good night. Good night. That's it from us. We'll be back soon, very soon. Hopefully, with a Viktor Gyokeres debut against Spurs, we'll see. Okay. We'll see you soon. Till then, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Bye bye. Good night.
bye guys.